Welcome to our show today. You're watching the Janice Thompson show on SAC.TV. We're here to welcome Ken with Chester's Smokehouse.
How are you?
How are you?
Good.
Yeah, this is a unique place. We want everyone to know about it. It's a specialty store, and we're going to have Ken talk a little bit about it.
As you can see here, we make a lot of different kinds of meats, homemade, different meats, and pepperonis and bolognas and homemade hams and pastrami, and the list goes on and on.
And the smoked cheeses.
Things. Yep, smoked cheeses, pierogies, yep.
Polish imports.
Yep, a few Polish imports, 3 or 4 different kinds of homemade breads.
And you buy local when you can.
Yep. We've been open June of 2015, so about two and a half years we've been open. We spent about 3.5 years building this place.
Wow,
So
that's a long
we've been
time.
in this building for almost 5-6 years, but we've been open officially for about 2.5.
Now, was this the inspiration of Chester?
Yep. Chester was a big, me and my father have known Chester for a long time, and he's been doing this stuff in his basement and in other different places, but we decided to finally get together and do something together and, really try to showcase the great stuff that Chester makes.
Wow. Now, what was in this spot before?
There was a few different things here, bars, restaurants, and I think in the 50s it was a plumbing supply place, but, we tore everything out and we put a big addition on the back, and, we jacked the roof up and we dug 30 inches into the basement, into the ground, and so it took us a long time, but we wanted to do everything right the first time,
Certainly.
And make sure that, if anything ever changes, we wouldn't have any issues, and if we wanted to expand, we can use this as a central hub and do other satellite locations and, try to expand our business that way.
So tell the audience, Ken, where you get your food from and your inspiration. I'm sure a lot of it comes from Chester.
Yeah, Chester is a big part of it, yeah. And a lot of the Polish imports mostly come in, into New York City, and then we get them from there, whether we have to go get them or have them sent here. But yeah, a lot of them come from Poland into the city, because you can't get a little bit of stuff sent all the way up to Albany. So you have to place this big order with a couple other people, and so we all kind of get together and we order stuff, and that's how we get the imports here. And obviously Chester is from Poland, so that's where we got the Polish inspiration from, and there's not really any other place around here like this, so we figured it would be a good niche for us. So as you can see, we have a stuffed bacon, which is a pork belly that we cure just like bacon, and we fill it with almost like a bologna mixture. So you throw it in a frying pan, and it's like delicious fried bologna and fried bacon all together. So this is our hickory smoked bacon. It's nice thick pork bellies that we get in fresh. We cure for 5 to 7 days, and then we cook it in the smokehouse. So it's fully cooked bacon. You can eat it as is. Obviously, most people like to, cook it up nice and crispy, and it's something you can't get everywhere else. You can't get homemade slab bacon around every corner. So.
Right, and they can buy just what they want,
Yeah,
and they
half
quarter of a pound.
2 slices, the whole thing. People come in here, they get 6-7 pounds at a time. They go around, pass them out. They're the cool guy in the neighborhood. They pass out the bacon, and so yeah. everybody's got their different things though. So here we have our smoked pork loins. They're cured smoked pork loins, so it's very similar to a ham. You can come in and we slice them up into whatever size pork chops you'd like, or you could come in and buy the whole thing or half of it and do a nice ham roast at home, bone-in ham roast. And they're really moist, and they just have a really great flavor.
So what do we have here, Chester?
Well, what I got right here, we smoke it right now, smoked kielbasa, pork loins for the pork chops, we're smoking bacon and the hams. So usually we just got everything ready for the holidays, so the people they can come in and just try a little bit different variety.
That's incredible.
So we use our hardwood, so we use like hickory,
Yeah.
and we use some apple chips, and then we mix them up and just put it, and then so we got a little bit good flavor.
What is on the bottom row?
On the bottom row right here, we got the bacon.
Oh, that's the bacon.
So that's the bacon. Then we got just the hams, and we got a couple right here. we got kielbasa. I can pull the truck out a little bit. So we do maybe 100 hams a week, and maybe 50 pork loins, and maybe 200-pound kielbasa. So we do, quite a bit stuff, and the people start coming in and try it. And they're gonna finish product cooler, so it's over there. And then we just cool it down to 40 degrees. And after we cool down to 40 degrees, we just take it out from the cooler, finished product, and then we just put it in a store.
Well, we've seen all the smoked meats. Now, what about the cheeses, Chester?
Okay, so what are we doing with the cheeses? We just got special setup, for the cheeses, because you got to smoke with the cold smoke. So you got to put it like, 70 degrees. You don't want to overheat it because it's going to be drip out. Right. Because some cheeses, they're very soft, like mozzarella or American cheese is very soft. It's not hard. So a lot of times what we do, keep the 70 degrees. Yes. So from the generator, we don't have so much heat coming out because, the sawdust and everything. So you got more heat. So we did, hook up straight from the cooler, pull the cold air from the cooler, like 30 degrees. And then we got from generator, not 120, so just cut down to 70. So we control all the smoke. And then we just, our temperature, where we put it on there, we put it like on a 60 degrees. So the 60 degrees, it doesn't, goes up, keep between 65 to 70, but you're looking more, so you're looking more for smoke flavor. So that's what you want. So usually we cut the cheeses like, American cheese, Swiss cheese, provolone cheese, mozzarella, and Gouda. I mean, we got like, 16, 17 different kind of cheeses. Right. And then we just cut them up like small chunks, maybe pound, half a pound, so the people, they get a nice little block. They come here, buy some pepperoni, and they buy the cheese right away. Right. Get some double smoked kielbasa, nice dry kielbasa. So they go home.
They platter at home.
That's right. They stay home, they sit down, watch TV, and eat Chester's flavors.
Wonderful cheese and meats. So where are we, Chester?
Well, we right here on a room where we just bone out everything right here, and just bone out the meat and get that ready, prepare. And just we got scale here, we weigh them off everything. Okay. We got stuffer over there, so we stuff the meat, and then everything is like a process. So what are we doing? We got to get ready right now for the holidays.
Yes, you got to get ready for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
And the Christmas. But a lot of people, they not only eat the turkeys, but they want the hams, something different. Sure. So we do, we figured out we're going to do the hams, and we're going to do smoked turkeys, and we're going to do some people, they want a dinner, so we're going to try sell the dinner.
Oh, so you do full dinners
Full dinner, so you can, when you come in and say, okay, I want a full dinner, so you got this, you got a couple different things, you decide what you want to do. When you come over, pick up, you just go home, just heat them up.
Well, that's getting very popular.
Oh, yeah, because a lot of people, they're busy with work and everything. They got no time because they work in so many hours, so it's like they never get time to sit down and just cook. So invite everybody and just get ready to go.
So, Chester,
yes,
you've got 3 big pieces of ham here.
Yeah, fresh pork. Yeah.
Fresh pork.
Yeah.
Can you show the audience how you debone it?
Yes, we do. We just buy the whole ham. I mean, not the whole ham, but fresh whole, back, just pork. And then we got to bone it out and we trim it. So what are we doing right now? We just get the knife and simmer, get the knife in a joint. So the knife's got to go very slowly. So you don't want to hit too much the bottom, so you don't want to ruin the ham. So you want to make it like 2 little hams, and then that's what you take this round bone out.
So you get 2 hams out of that.
Well, that's what we call them, like little tiny hams. Okay. If you decide, since what you're doing right now, you just take this little tiny ham out. Just grab it right here, slice them up. Get the little knuckle off. That's what you call them, Then you trim and dice a little bit fat all the way around. So it's going to be eventually nice little tiny ham. So a lot of people, maybe 2, 3 people in a home, so they don't want to buy the big ham.
Right.
So they want just a little tiny ham, so they can take it home and cook it. But usually, what do we do?
How much does that weigh about?
Well, maybe 2.5 pounds. So it's like, if you want it, and then we usually cook it to 160 degrees, finished product.
Yeah.
So you can eat it like it is cold. You can slice them up, eat like a cockcuts, or if you want to preheat it, you just put it in a.
So how long does it take to just heat it up?
Well, usually the little tiny ham, what you do, you just take it out, put maybe half an inch water in a pan. And then some people, because I put in a net, so they stay nice together.
Yes.
Some people, they like maybe honey, brown sugar, or pineapple. If you want to make it a little bit sweeter, so you just put maybe half an inch water in a pan, and just put a rub on a nice, brown sugar, or if you like it, honey, or whatever you like, and put a nice pineapple. And then just maybe preheat it for maybe hour and a half to maybe 140 degrees. So you just want to make it, so it's not too hot.
140 degrees, about an hour. And
Yeah,
5 minutes.
yeah, for the little hams.
For 2.5
Yeah, 350. So you just, you can decide. And then the rest of the hams, that's what we call them, the big. They call them, like between 8 to 9 pounds. So what I do, I just trim this, and I just open up like this, and then I just get the fat. So I know people, they don't like too much fat. So what you do, you just slice them up nice, pull out the fat, and then you just take the gristle out. You trim all this stuff right here, and then that's what they call them, ham. Then you take the shank off, because shank is a little bit tough, So a lot of times that's what you call them, that's what it says, top rounds and bottom rounds. So you put 2 pieces together, you put in a net, and that's the hams, what you see in the smokehouse.
Yes.
That's right here. Nice, beautiful ham.
And it has like a net on it?
Yeah.
Okay. And
So
that weighs?
That weighs between 8, 9, maybe 10 pounds. Because when you smoke it, you lose maybe between 10 to 15% from smoke, from the moisture.
And then people can put the same glaze on it that they do on the
Whatever,
little one, whatever
that's
they want.
right, whatever they want. They take it home, they can take the net off, they just put it in there, they can put a little bit water in there, and then put a glaze, whatever you like, and they can cook slow.
Yes.
So they want to always cover up, because if not, the moisture is going to escape, and then it's going to start dry out.
Yeah.
But so you don't want to dry out, you want to keep it moist. So that's why you just put a little bit of water,
Right.
and you put aluminum foil over, and then you're going to have.
Put the foil on it for the whole time?
Yeah, well, if you want it on the end, like maybe, a couple minutes before you're going to eat it, you want to crank it, make it crispy. So then you crank it on a 450, and and then you're going to have nice little brown on the outside.
With the foil off?
With
doing
the
that,
foil,
but
yeah.
all the other times?
Yeah, you want to
foil's
keep
on.
the foils on, yeah.
Do you have people from Schenectady that come over here?
Yeah, we got
to
people from
purchase?
Schenectady that come over here because they used to, I help them out. I work Albany Pork Store, and I help them.
You worked at Albany Pork Store?
Well, I was making everything over there with the Bob Sauer Show.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so I was working over there. So when we closed down, because we have like 3 stores in Union Street and then one on Exit 9. But after we closed down, so I bought the equipment, and then so and then it's like so when people find out we're gonna open up here. So now we got some old customer from Albany Pork Store, and then all around Amsterdam, and so we do a lot of it customer from over there.
Chester, you have a lot of waste here
Well, it's
from your
nothing-
carving. What do you do with it?
Well, with the meat, it's nothing waste.
Okay, that's what I want to know, what you do
Well,
with the
usually
leftover
Yeah,
scraps
usually
here.
what you gotta do, you just take the piece of meat like this, and you trim it when you trim it, that's what I do right now. They call them Crayana kibasa. It's like a coarse ground. So that's the regular kibasa. So what I do, I trim this, and then I take a nice lean piece of meat right here from the hams, and then we just grind it on a,
You're grinding it.
you're grinding it on a half-inch blade, so it's nice and coarse.
Okay.
A lot of people, even we got Martha Stewart's, they give us call, and then we did it the kibasa for her, and she was.
Really?
We got Martha Stewart's last year for the Christmas. She's got the kibasa from us, and we was the #1 flavor kibasa.
Well, that's a great honor. How did she hear about you?
Well, I guess the couple people was here and just pick up the kibasa, and then after they pick up the kibasa, they says, "Wow, it's delicious." So I guess they know Martha Stewart's, so they call him up, and then she says, "Well, I used to the Apanovich that was in New York City. They make kibasa for her because she always liked nice, coarse, garlicky, nice flavor to it." So we says, "Okay, let me make it a batch." So I did the one batch. We sent them up over there, and then we got big article on the paper, Chester Smokehouse, because
The paper here or Martha's magazine or whatever?
Martha's magazine, and we got big write up on the whole page and about the kibasa. And
She'll probably be buying from you this year again.
well, I mean, it's like, we got a couple months,
So all of this is ground up, all this, and you.
So right,
So it's not really wasted.
No, it's
That's what I
nothing.
wondered. It's some
No,
of the
nothing
audience-
goes waste because something,
Right.
that kind of stuff you gotta grind fine, and then feather you just, and then you put in the percentage, depend, maybe 5%.
Okay.
Trim fat, and then.
Sure.
So you just like, you gotta have some kind of moist, so
You
that's
need
what
the
you.
fat. You need some fat.
Yeah. Well, it's not. You don't want it too much, but you want it just a
know.
little bit. So
Definitely.
yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about some of your specialty foods here.
Well,
the
it's like we
galampi
start
and the
making.
pierogies.
Yeah, we start making pierogies. We start making gołąbkis. We just make it. Like we did. A lot of people they just came in here and just pick up maybe 1 dozen, 3 dozen. We make it a week, maybe gołąbkis, maybe 300 to 400 pounds. So just every week. And then, so we buy the cabbage, and then after the cabbage, we just, then I just grind the meat, and we just cook the rice with the spices, and then we just mix the raw meat with the rice, and just put some flavor, what we like, how we're gonna do it. And then after that, we just cook it off, put it on the steamer, and a lot of times we got the bones, so we just cut the bones in half, and just make it broth. So when we make it broth with all the vegetables and everything, now we got nice stock, and we just put in the gołąbkis, and then we put in the steamer, so we steam it, so now the broth goes in the gołąbkis, so it's very good flavor.
Oh, sounds wonderful.
Yeah, so then later you just put your, we got tomato sauce, we make ours red sauce or white sauce, whatever the people like.
Right. Now, if they don't want to eat it right away, can they put it in their freezer?
Yes, they can freeze it. A lot of times it's good if they put it in a Ziploc bag, but when they're gonna put it in a Ziploc bag, they gotta just try to take the air out.
Right.
Because if they're gonna leave it in a Ziploc bag and it's gonna be air, and they wanna keep it for a month, they can be just freeze it, burn a little bit on the cabbage on the outside.
Right.
So
Well, we don't want that.
No, we don't want it, so the people, they're gonna say, wow, it's bad. I mean, but it's not
Right.
bad because depending on how you take care of the meat,
Sure.
So same thing with the pierogies, we make a lot of different kinds.
I had a pierogi. They're
Yeah.
wonderful.
Well, the pierogies we make, we've got like maybe 10 different kinds.
Really?
And then, so the main pierogies we got like, with the cheese and potato ones, and we got, different one with like chicken, and then we got just corned beef hash, and then sauerkraut.
Corned beef hash in the pierogi?
Yeah. I mean, you can make anything you want, so you make it, and then maybe people, when they like it, we just keep making it. We're here in the spice room. I got maybe 80 different spices right here, so every time I'm ready for making product, if kielbasa or hot dogs or pepperoni or salami, anything, you know, so that's what I'm doing right here. I got scale, I got garlic, I got salt, I got mace, I got ginger, and everything we just make it from the pan. What do we gotta do? What kind of product we just make it? So I just make the spices right here. So everything is made, you know, by me right here, so we can make it all the different flavors. Oh, we got maybe around maybe 50 or 60. You know, we got all different kind peppers. We got jalapeno, we got habanero, we got cayenne, we got black, we got white pepper, we got coarse, we got fine. Every one product with the peppers we make it, so we just put a different kind blends. You know, if you make a hot dogs, you can use the white pepper. If you make a kielbasa, you don't want to show the pepper, so you make it very fine. If you make an Italian sausage, you put it just like a black, coarse black pepper. And a lot of times we got grinder here, so I grind my own, you know, whole black peppers, and then depending on what I use them for. And the rest, it's like we got mace, we got ginger, we got garlic, we got cumin, and we got nutmeg, we got, I mean, on and on and on. I mean, it's like depending on what I make it. If I make a chorizo and andouille, so all the different spices goes to different product.
Okay, well, it looks like we got quite a variety of cheeses here, and they're all smoked.
Yep, I mean, this isn't even half of them, but we have different smoked Munster cheeses, different smoked Gouda. This is a smoked Cotswold, which is a really nice, flavorful cheese with onions and chives in it.
Oh,
Yep. And those are the three we have here.
okay. But you have a lot more
Oh yeah,
out there.
yeah. You know, upwards of 20 varieties at
20
times,
varieties.
depending
we
on.
mentioned them earlier.
Yeah.
So, and then you've got some apple to go with it. 'Cause
Yeah,
cheese
just
and
a little-
apples go good.
yeah.
And then, of course, we have this amazing bread
Yeah,
here.
our famous Polish rye that we get made special for us from the Berkshire Mountain Bakery out in Housatonic, Massachusetts. It's a great sourdough, seedless rye. Takes about 6 hours to bake. It weighs about 8 pounds, and this is the only place you can get it.
That's quite a large loaf of
Yeah,
bread.
yeah, yeah. You gotta have a big
Wow.
family.
It must be very dense.
Yeah, it makes a great bread bowl. You can put
Certainly
soup for-
perfect.
Soup for 10 in there.
So what do we have here, Ken?
This is our potato cheddar pierogi. We make a bunch of different kinds of pierogies, but this is, you know, one of the more popular ones, which is a potato and a cheddar cheese.
Yeah,
And everybody loves these ones.
yeah. It's
A
wonderful.
little bit of sour cream, fry them up with a little bit of onion and butter, and
Yeah.
it's, you know, it's a meal in itself.
Well, I'm going to try a piece,
Yeah.
okay?
Please do.
I did have one flavor when we were here before.
Much better than the ones you get in the store, you know, in the grocery store.
Can they be frozen? If
Yep, they
people
can be
buy?
frozen, yep. Yep,
And then just
they're already
put them in the
pre-cooked.
boiled water
Yep.
for not long,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, just to kind of rehydrate the dough, because the pierogies are already fully cooked. So you just want to warm them back up. You don't want to overdo them, you know.
And you need the onions.
Yeah. Then the sour cream is good.
Definitely.
You know.
Well, they
Traditional.
look wonderful.
Well, thank you.
Good job.
So here we have one of our Westphalian hams, which is, you know, our holiday ham. I just want to show you how to, you know, reheat it once you take it home, and maybe put a little bit of a glaze on it. All right, so here we got a little bit of brown sugar, depending on how sweet you like it, you know. This is a Polish mustard that we import here, so this is just a little bit of mustard and
There's a lot of
Yeah.
Polish foods, don't you?
yeah. That's something you don't see everywhere else. And this is just a maple syrup and molasses mix. So, you know, it's however sweet you like it, you know, it depends on how much you want to use. And here's a little bit of a Polish spice, you know, little secret Polish spices. And we'll put some of that in there. No,
It's a secret.
a lot of the spices we should keep a secret, you know. So we just mix that up and And before you cook your ham, you want to put a little bit of water in the pan just to keep the ham from burning. You know, maybe half an inch, 3/4 of an inch of water. And it will help you to have liquid to baste, you know, every half an hour or so. Take the cover off and you can baste your ham. And we just put that right over top like that. And just kind of let it fall down. And then we want to cover it with some tin foil. And they say about, for every pound, you want to go about 15 minutes in the oven.
And what's the temperature again?
About 350.
350.
Yep. Yeah, and then you're just going to cover that up and make sure it's fully covered all the way around. If you don't have the big enough tin foil, use a couple pieces.
Now, how many minutes per pound again?
About 15 to 20
15 to
minutes
20
per pound, yeah.
Okay.
You get a 10-pound ham, and you'll know how much the ham weighs, when you buy it. You'll see it right on the packaging. And, and then every 20, 30 minutes or so, you take the top off, take a little ladle and baste it. And last 20 minutes, just take the foil off and let it get nice crispy on the outside, and you'll be good to go.
Well, this has been quite an adventure today with you guys here, Ken and Chester.
Yes, thank
Yes,
you.
You're going to get a lot of great publicity,
Well, we
and
hope so.
all the customers are going to flock in here, especially for the holidays, of course.
Yeah,
And we're here today to give you some wonderful exposure and reach all these people that love Polish food.
yeah.
And we've sampled some wonderful foods here today. And I'm even taking home some pierogies.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So thank you very
Yeah,
much.
thank you.
And maybe we'll do this again.
Oh yeah, we're just always waiting for.
An opportunity.
That's right. You can stop over, give us a call. The door's open every day.
Well, I'll be back.
That's right. You'll be back just
I'll be
buying some
back.
stuff.
Yes, definitely.
right.
Definitely.
Okay, I just appreciate for you guys stop over and just,
Yes.
all these items, what we got here, we got every single day, and just we appreciate, for all the people and our customers coming in here and just, the door's open.
Everything is from scratch.
That's right, everything.
Made from scratch, made for you.
That's right.
Yes, that's your motto.
Yep.
And you're watching the Janice Thompson Show. You can see this on sac.tv, on the web, 24/7, all over the world, and also on Schenectady Channel 16,
Yeah.
also Albany 18, and a version of this will be on My 4, Albany.
Okay,
So thank you again. It's been a pleasure.
thank you.
Thank you.